Okay.
So let's see. The next one that I watched this one today, man, early. I didn't know it was out because you said you had a screener. And then I went and looked and it was out for rental and you can purchase this right now. And it's called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Okay.
And this is an A24 film, directed by Mary Bronstein. With her life crashing down around her, Linda tries to navigate her daughter's mysterious illness, her absent husband, a missing person, and an increasingly hostile relationship with her therapist. And pretty small cast in this thing. This film stars Rose Byrne as our character Linda. We've also got ASAP Rocky. He plays a guy named James in this. We've also got Conan O'Brien, Ella Beatty, Ronald Bronstein, Christian Slater pops up in this. Yeah, I think those are our main people in this film. What'd you think about this one?
It pretty much gave me anxiety because it's a lot of stuff that this woman's going through. Actually, she's a therapist and she's seeing a therapist, and then she's giving people therapy. I kind of thought that might have been a bit of a conflict because I don't think she was right in the head to be giving anybody any advice about anything.
Hmm.
But I really enjoyed all the acting. Like I said, it's anxiety inducing, watching this. One of the things I thought was neat, you never see the daughter's face up until one point of it. And I thought, I didn't know what to think of that because the daughter's pretty much pitching a fit half the time you see her on the screen, but you never see her face or anything. And
Hmm.
I was kind of wondering what was going on there, during the whole film. And ASAP Rocky's good in this. It's like the second time I've seen him on film. For this, it was Highest of the High.
Oh yeah, hi, Soloist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought he had a good role. Like I said, it was a lot of stuff happening in this film. I really enjoyed it, but it's really anxiety inducing. What do you think, Corey?
I don't know, man. I'm on the fence with it, man. Like there's some really great stuff going on here, but I don't think I like this thing, man. Probably because of the way it made me feel, and maybe it was
Oh,
effective in that way.
it's not a feel good film. I'll tell you
Oh,
that it's not a feel good
so
film.
so as I'm watching it, I'm like, I think Rose Byrne is going to get a ton of nominations, deservedly, for this performance. One of the craziest, really intense performances this year we're going to get from any actor. And even I like what Conan did in this. I like what ASAP did in this. I think the cinematography was great, at times, and there's some really interesting stuff in the sound design that just puts you into the space that she's in, and pretty much I feel like, dude, I feel like I was watching a Uncut Gems for moms,
Yeah, that's
right?
what I was thinking to
For
say.
like,
I was kind of wondering if when the Safdies had something to do with this when I was,
and I think maybe my main issue too is probably her character a little bit because on one hand you feel bad that she's going through all this stuff. It's like a constant cycle. Some of these irritations are minor, but some of them are like yeah, man, this is serious. And it's like she can't get no rest. Like soon as she lays down and you think things are gonna cool off for a minute, another wave hits. And it's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn, yo, she's having a rough time. But also I think my disconnect is here. I don't think they worked on making her sympathetic enough. And maybe that was point of it too, because like I felt like I wanted to root for her, but she's also doing things in this thing that make me like what are you doing?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was making me hard to come in there and identify where they're. And I think also this film kind of repeats itself. It plays through this cycle probably one too many times too many because as it's getting toward the end, I'm like, all right, we kind of doing this. What is this working up to? Where's the
Well,
payoff going to be? And it's starting to wear me down a little bit. But then
well,
like it's crazy when the finale does come, they kind of pull me back, man. I think and like you were saying, that gimmick of not revealing the daughter's face, I think it kind of pays off in that final shot. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's hard to like. I don't really see myself sitting through this again, dude. Like it was a really
yeah, it's anxiety inducing.
it was a
One, one,
tough watch.
one of the things I thought was crazy is like a lot of stuff happens in this, and
Hmm.
it seems like it's like the film's about to end, but it was like the first hour of it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then
Hmm.
everything starts going down, somewhat downhill. But
Hmm.
it was something else. That's
Yeah, and then more stuff keeps happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God. Like I've been running into this thing lately. I think I wrote it in my written review when I was messing around logging this thing on the letterbox, and it was like, there's been a few films like this year where I feel like I should rate them higher, but then I'm
Mhm.
like, do I? even though I'm not as entertained by them as I would have liked to been, like there's some really great technical stuff in this. Like I said, the acting wise, but then it's like I don't think the story was enough for me to pull me in and fully commit to it. Because like I said, after a while, it just kind of wears on me and it just got annoying. I was like, all right, where's this going? Where's this to wrap up? You know what I'm saying? That even after that final scene happens, I've spent so much time with the character that I was kind of, like I said, I was kind of annoyed by her. You know, maybe that's a
Yeah, yeah.
testament to Burns' performance. And the crazy thing too is this thing was billed as a comedy drama, and I wasn't laughing much, man. I was in a
That,
state of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, I feel bad for this chick. Even the stuff like I think the hamster, you know what I'm saying, that was supposed to be a funny bit, but even that was like, man. Like it just keeps piling on and piling on and piling on. Like I don't know. Like I feel like deservedly, this is probably going to be one of the best performances of the year, and I think she will get nominated. But I also feel like they are equally good performances in overall more enjoyable films. I don't know if that makes sense, at least for me.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would definitely encourage you to see it, man. I think most people are responding pretty well to it. And yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely check it out. You got to see her do her thing in this because there are some moments that really like whoa. And I didn't know Conan had this in him. You know, that was kind of crazy. You know, to see that. And like you said, we get the turn from ASAP Rocky. And I don't know what else. Who was our director? I don't know what else she's done. So far, I don't know if this is the
This
first
is the
time.
first thing
Mary
I think I've.
Bronstein.
Yeah, this first thing I think I've seen her do.
Hmm. Yeah, so I think she's got some older films, maybe some shorts and stuff in the past, but yeah, and there's just like a kind of a big gap between those. So I think this is going to be maybe her first big feature. Yeah, but I don't know. Check it out, man. Make up your own mind, and maybe you'll get some more out of it than I did. But Corny liked it, you know. So,
I liked it, but it was like I said, anxiety inducing. It
mhm.
just yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's a little different from because like I said, it has, and ironically, one of Josh Safdie is a producer on this thing, so
Or
maybe that
is
has,
okay.
yeah, so maybe that has something to do with the feel of this. But something like Uncut Gems had just a lot more other stuff going for it too. You know, like, and I think maybe because really did have those really big comic beats in there to break up that darkness that was really happening to you. You know what I'm saying? Even when I watched something like Good Time, which I didn't like as much as Uncut Gems, or what was the other Safdie brothers film before that, maybe, or maybe it was Good Time was the first one and then Uncut came out. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's just something about Good Time that's just a little too bleak for me,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know.